Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right somehow. I ended up getting stuck in the hospital though. What the hell is your problem?
What? You got a problem? You're fine, right? Then there's nothing wrong with it. So just give birth and be done with it.
You kicked a pregnant woman's stomach, okay? What are you gonna do if something happens to my baby?
It's pointless to think about the future. We should do what we do now. That's it.
Sounds like something some dumb teenager would say. So is it your duty to kick pregnant women?
No, my duty was to sit down.
What?
You were taking up so much space that I couldn't sit. I was exhausted today, so I had to sit down.
Taking up space. I was just sitting normally.
Hey, did you forget you're fat? I don't know if it's because you were pregnant or because you're already like that, but I didn't even tell you to give me the seat. I couldn't even squeeze, and so I didn't have a choice.
So you had no choice but to kick me. Even if I wasn't pregnant, that's assault.
What? Seems like you don't know who my father is.
Huh? How the hell am I supposed to know? I don't even know your name.
I'm Christopher Herman. My dad is Charles Herman. Such a shame that you don't know him. He's a famous investor in the area. He's got connections with the police too.
I don't give a crap. So what?
So I'm not afraid of the cops at all. Ordinary low-life people like you seem to rely on them. But they're on my side.
You're embarrassing yourself, you know that?
I'd be more embarrassed to live as an ordinary citizen. I can't imagine what your life is like.
I guess you were a group of your idiot's friends, I presume. So I guess you wouldn't be embarrassed.
My friends, they work for me. Not for money, though. But they follow everything I tell them to do.
Wow, you must be really proud of your dad.
You should be ashamed of yourself for being so ignorant. You live in this city and you don't even know his name. So embarrassing. Well, it's pointless to expect anything from a woman who lacks common sense.
Look who's talking. That Herman guy. He must have failed to educate his son.
Are you disrespecting my father? He has the power to make people disappear,
Is he gonna murder me? So scary.
In order to create the ideal society, sometimes you need to make sacrifices. You really don't know anything. I can't imagine how you've been living.
Yeah, no thanks to people like you. But an idiot like you shouldn't be trying to lecture someone about common sense.
Hey, how about you watch your mouth? You know who I am now, don't you? So I think you should change your attitude.
Why does the victim have to change their attitude?
It's not about you being the victim or anything. You and I live in completely different worlds, got it? Our family controls everything in this area.
So are you the one who decides who gets punished and who doesn't?
Of course. No one can oppose him in this city. So I can easily send you to jail. Is that what you want? You scared now?
Yes, very scared. I'm so scared to know the fact that an idiot like you actually exists.
You? Who do you think you are? I don't care what happens to you. You're fine with that, right?
You caused everything yourself. Can you stop snapping at me like that?
What? I kicked you because you were taking up all the seats. I'm about to get a job and I'll apologize, so just let it go.
You little brat. I'm gonna get you back.
What?
You sure are cringe. Why would I even know your family's name? You guys are nobody.
What? Nobody? Why are you getting so cocky? You're the one who's just some woman.
You're the one who's getting cocky. I don't want to make this a big thing, but you won't shut your mouth. I'm gonna be using my dad's name too.
What? Who cares about your dad's name?
His name is Alfred Walton. You should know his name, right?
What?
I said, Walton. I'm sure everyone in this city knows his name.
You mean that Walton? The famous investor?
Yes. What are you gonna do? You kicked his daughter as well as his granddaughter.
But you're lying, right? There's rumors saying he doesn't even exist in the first place. Come up with a better lie.
Your job offer has just been cancelled.
What?
You got a job offer from Ganby Technology, right?
What? How did you know that?
It only took me a second to find out. I just cancelled your job offer. Sorry for you.
What the hell? How can you do that?
Because of my father, duh. He's an investor in Ganby in the first place. He can't let someone like you join the company.
So he's real?
Course he's real. What kind of question is that? I'm gonna put an end to your puny life by all means.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were his daughter. I'm so sorry.
So what? If I wasn't, would you still kick a pregnant woman just because you couldn't sit on the train?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
You're such an idiot. Show some respect.
I'm sorry. It's true that I did something terrible to you. I'm so sorry, could you please forgive me?
You think I'm dumb or something? You're at your house now, right? Let's do a prank.
Huh? Hey! The security alarm got activated. What's going on?
I'm just playing a game.
Don't play with my house. Did you come to my house already?
Not personally, obviously.
What the hell? You're invincible.
You got nowhere to escape. Do you understand your position now?
I already have. I'm begging you. If my dad finds out about this.
I did some research about you, but your dad is also pathetic like you. Cover-ups, bribery. Seems like he's got nothing good going for him either. No one's ever trusted you in the first place, right?
Huh? No, that's not true.
Because the guys you were with. Did you realize they were filming the whole thing?
What? Is that true?
Yep. Aren't you gonna be in trouble if the clip gets out?
I'll be done for.
But I already got their contacts. They're gonna upload it as soon as I tell them to.
Seriously, what are you? I'm begging you, so please don't. If that happens, I can never recover.
That's not enough. I'm not sure you deserve a second chance.
Hold on. I'll do anything. So please don't let them unload the clip. I'll allow you to do whatever you want to them instead.
You really are a piece of trash. Actually, they've already just uploaded it. Too bad for you.
No way. Damn, they betrayed me.
You just did the same to them too. Now I know both you and your dad are trash. Now I can do what I want.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to your place firstly.
What? No, please hold on. Look, if you can't forgive us, why don't you call 911?
Huh? You said they're under your dad's control, right? I don't want to call them if they don't judge equally.
No, I just exaggerated it.
Anyway, you blackmailed me to not call the police. We need to talk in person, right? So I'm coming for you.
I understand.
By the way, don't even try to escape, okay? I said I was coming, but I'm already at your house. Well, I'm actually in the hospital, so I just sent some guys instead.
What? Why would you do that?
Why would I do what? You're the one who kicked me.
I'm so sorry about that. I was just getting cocky, being with my guys.
Is your dad home now? Can you both go outside?
What? With him?
Of course. You want to apologize, don't you? Then, why can't you do it with your father as well?
Sorry. I'm seriously feeling remorseful. Could you please forgive me?
Can you hurry up? What's taking you so long?
Okay, alright. I'll go outside right away. Excuse me. What is this?
Huh? What?
I got blindfolded and kicked out of the car in the middle of nowhere. And one of the guys kicked me in the stomach.
Huh, is that all they did to you? I'm disappointed. Anyway, can you come to the hospital to apologize?
I'd like to do that, but I don't know where I am. I have no idea what I should do. I'll never do anything like that anymore, so could you please tell them to come back?
Definitely not. You got a phone with you, so you should be fine. You can get back easily with it. Hurry up and come here.
But I got no money with me. My stomach hurts too.
So does mine.
Right, I'm sorry. But at this rate, I might die.
So what? Did you think I'd feel sorry for you? I thought they might even throw you in the ocean, but,
What?
well, that's a crime. So we can't do that.
This is already a crime.
Anyway, just hurry up and come here to apologize. If I don't see you in front of me in 4 hours, I don't really care what happens to you.
How can we get there without anything in 4 hours?
I don't care. If it's impossible, then it's fine. I just want you to apologize as soon as possible.
Oh,
So get on it. Or I'll leak the proof that your dad bought your way into your university.
what? No, please.
If you don't want that, hurry up.
I'm sorry. But if something happens to me and I couldn't get there,
What? If something happened? Didn't you say you shouldn't think about the future? In the end, he didn't make it in time. He and his father's secrets got exposed to the public and they both got arrested. I don't know what they're gonna do with their lives now, but that's none of my business.
Hey, can I have a moment of your time? There's something I need to discuss with you.
You want to have a discussion about something? Through text messages? Why not speak to me in person instead of choosing another method? I mean, we live under the same roof after all. There's nothing amiss with having a conversation in person, you know?
Well, have you ever thought that maybe I just don't want to talk to you in person? Frankly, the very idea of talking to you face to face and looking at your visage causes me to feel queasy.
Sweetie. There's really no need to use such awful language with me. I was just making a suggestion.
Don't call me sweetie and stop trying to be my mom. You'll never be her, got it? You may have been married to my dad, but you will never be my mother ever. So stop telling me what to do. I hate it when you do that.
I see what you mean, and I am sorry if I overstepped a boundary somewhere. I didn't mean to do that. But I really don't see why something as small as this needs to turn into such a huge fight. I mean, I've been married to your father for 10 years now. We've lived together a whole decade. I would just have thought we would have gotten along better by now. Especially now more than ever, since your poor father passed. It's just the two of us, so we'll have to learn to get along better.
What? No way am I living with you any longer than I have to. I want you out of the house as soon as possible. Do you hear me?
Excuse me. I'm sorry, but you want me to leave the house.
Yeah, that's what I just said. That is what I wanted to talk to you about in the first place. Actually, I've been wanting to say this to you since Dad's funeral began the other day. Now that he's dead, you're not his wife and there's nothing else holding us together as family. You're nothing to either my dad nor I now, do you understand? And as such you have no right to be staying in this house any longer. That is why I want you out of here as soon as possible.
Wait. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, but I think that I'm following here. Where is all of this coming from all of a sudden?
Didn't you read what I just wrote? This isn't just all of a sudden, okay? You never listened to me. I never wanted you here, and I never wanted you and my dad to get married. I have always been trying to think of ways to get you out of this house, and now I have the perfect reason. I only have one mom, even if she did walk out on us years ago. And that's why I hate you so much. You just barged into our lives pretending to be someone you're not. Do you really think I could ever live with someone I felt that way about? Do you even think I would want something like that? That is why I'm taking this chance to kick you out so I never have to deal with you in my life ever again.
But... Okay, look, Salim, I have known since before we got married that you never liked me. Maybe even hated me, but I pretended not to see it. But to try and force me out of the home where I'd been living the past 10 years of my life so soon after the funeral.
That's right, and since Dad's dead, there's no one left who will speak up for you. No one else who let you into her home. Full of memories of my family, my real mom and dad, and just let you mess it all up. Besides, this house was my dad's, which means it's mine now, and I can do whatever I want with it. So just hurry up and leave already.
But Salim, if I leave now you'll be all by yourself in this big place. Have you ever lived on your own before? Do you even know how to take care of yourself?
Of course I can take care of myself. I'm 18 soon, and that's technically an adult. It's no big deal living by yourself. Do you think I'm too weak or stupid to be able to? Are you just making fun of me now?
No, Salim, of course I'm not trying to look down on you in any way. I would never. I'm just worried about you is all. Chores and cooking are one thing, but how will you get money to afford everything that comes with living alone?
Shut up and get off my back. I thought I told you that you're not my mom and you shouldn't try to be.
But you're gonna be in college soon. I'm just wondering from where you're gonna find the money you need to survive. I mean, even what you inherited from your dad won't last forever, you know?
Well, who asked you to worry about me anyways? I certainly don't remember ever asking for your input. As for money, I'll think of something and make my own way in life.
I really don't think it'll be as simple to do as you think.
How many times do I have to tell you? Just mind your own business. This is why I hate talking to you. Just leave me alone already, okay? Why don't you go pack your stuff and leave like I told you?
Well, I guess if that's really how you feel about everything, then I really have no choice but to go. But can you at least give me some more time to prepare my things? I understand you want me out as soon as possible. But even so, it's not that simple, and I have lots of things I'd need to get done before I could make that happen. I haven't even gone through all your dad's things to sort through them.
No. I won't be letting you do that. Who knows what you might try to steal if I let you go through all my dad's stuff. And besides, if I let you stay any longer, then you'll just find some reason to extend your stay. And so on, and nothing will change. Did you really think I'd let you get away with that? Now I want you out of the house by the time we finish with the funeral processes. I'm his daughter, which means that I get to choose who lives in his house after he's gone. And I've decided the one person the Peter house definitely doesn't need is you. So if you really understand where I'm coming from, then you'll just shut up, pack your things, and leave.
I understand. I guess I just never realized just how strongly you felt about living together with me. I'll leave the house, I promise. And I promise that I'll never come back once I'm gone. But I just want to let you know that things might get really tough for you once I'm gone. You're not going to regret this, are you?
Me? Regret kicking you out? As if. It'll be more like a dream come true than anything.
Salim, I'm just texting to let you know that I finished moving all of my things out of the house. I also wanted to thank you for everything until now, even if we didn't always get along.
And just who told you it was okay for you to be texting me? Did I ever ask about how the move was going for you? Did I mention anything about needing a report? I think I'll just go ahead and block you. If you aren't gonna respect the fact that I never want to hear from you again.
No, you're right. I'm sorry for reaching out like this. You'll never have to see me again after this, I promise. But I do just have one last thing, concerning rent for the house. I know that this month has been a lot, so you won't have to pay this time, but starting from next month, I'm going to be collecting rent from you.
Rent? For what? The house? What are you even talking about?
Well, yes. I'm talking about the house actually. Because we've been living together as a family this whole time, it wasn't necessary, but since you don't want anything to do with me as a family anymore, that just makes me your landlord now.
Have you lost your mind or something? Just why should I have to pay you rent to keep living in my dad's house?
Why? You ask? Well, because the house is actually mine.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? I don't understand.
What? Oh, Salim, had you not heard about that? Yes, I hold the deed to the house where we all used to live.
What? That's not true. You're just lying to me. I've always lived here even before you and my dad got married. This house belongs to my family. You don't own this place, you're just lying.
Well, yes, your dad did used to have the title to the house. But I actually bought the title of the house from him some 6 or 7 years ago now, I believe. You see, your grandma was tricked by one of those telephone scammers and lost a lot of money. You might have been too young to remember, but it was a disaster for her. Well, that's when I stepped in and offered to help pay for all the debt your grandma had accumulated. Your dad was so grateful that he offered me the house then and there.
And just where did you come into so much money? I never once seen you go to work in the whole time that I've known you. You're just a housewife.
A housewife? Oh, Salim, that is just not true. I run my own company. Did you really not know about that at all?
You do what? Since when was this?
All the operations are handled online, so all the staff work remotely. We don't even have an office we could all commute to if we wanted to. I guess it would be hard to guess just because I do actually spend so much time at home. But a lot of that time I'm essentially working as company president.
That's not true. You keep lying to me.
Salim, it's not a lie, I swear it. That is how I was able to help out your grandma after she was scammed.
So you're telling me the truth?
Of course I am. I wouldn't lie to you. Do you believe me when I say the house is actually mine? Anyways, next month's rent is $2,000, okay?
$2,000? There's no way I can afford to pay that.
Well, you can't just live in a place you don't own and not pay rent. Furthermore, I recall you mentioning that being a grown-up means having the capability to pave one's own path, right?
Well, yeah, I said that. But I didn't know about all that other stuff until just now.
Well, what did you think was gonna happen? Did you think you could just come and make me cough up money for you whenever you needed it? Were you planning on trying to get me to pay for everything, while you bragged about having your house? I mean, I know an independent adult such as yourself would never.
No. Of course I wasn't planning on trying to get money out of you. It's just the $2,000 is a lot to pay all of a sudden.
Well, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, I own the property. So if you're going to be kicking me out to live on your own, then you'll have to pay the rent to the landlord who happens to be me.
But wait. Truly we can talk this out.
Well, how about I cut you a deal? I won't make you pay a rent for the first 3 months. But after that, if I don't see any money, I'm gonna have to kick you out. Anyways, I'm a little busy right now, so we'll have to continue this talk later. I'll send all the rental paperwork to you this week. Keep an eye on your mailbox until then. Okay, see you.
Wait. Don't go. We aren't done yet. Maya, are you there? I have something I need to talk to you about.
Oh, Salim. Sure, what can I do for you?
Well, the thing is, I guess what I wanted to ask is, I'm just wondering if you've forgiven me yet.
Forgiven you? For what? What are you talking about?
Well, it's just that. I guess earlier I might have possibly lost my temper a bit and... Well, anyways, I've calmed down a bit now and realized that I might have made a little mistake.
I'm sorry, but I don't quite know what you're talking about. I realize this might be hard for you right now. But could you please just tell me what exactly you're talking about?
I'm trying, but... I guess what I'm trying to tell you really is that I think if you wanted to come back home now, that'd be okay with me.
Oh, really? Did something change? I feel you just threw me out of the house. Why the sudden turn?
Well, yes. I did do that. But then with you gone, I guess I kind of realized just how much you did around the house. And how much there is to do without you. So I guess that's why.
I think you should just really say what you're actually thinking. It would save us both so much time. But if you're starting to see that managing a house all on your own is hard work, then yes. I completely agree with you. Therefore, I assume that you are unable to afford the rent and have reconsidered evicting me.
I mean, if you worded like that then...
You know, even if I decided to pass up on everything that Peter left me in the will and give it to you, I still don't think you'd have enough to be able to buy the house back from me anyways. And even if you used it to pay rent on this place, unless you found a job to help supplement that, you'd burn through your inheritance pretty quickly, I'd bet. And all of that is not even mentioning all the other expenses you'd be paying that weren't rent.
Well, yeah. That's kind of what I'm figuring out. And on top of that, it is so hard to keep a place this big clean. And I hate having to cook for myself every day. On top of all that, I have my classes and homework to worry about. Plus, I have to think of how I can afford the rent. It's just been making me feel ill both physically and mentally.
But of course it is. I figured that living on your own might be especially hard for someone like you. I hope the cooking is going well because I don't remember you helping out in the kitchen once ever. And yet for some reason you thought you were ready to maintain a whole house by yourself.
You're right. And I guess I just never realized all the things that you actually did do for all of us when we lived together. That's why I want to really sincerely apologize for the bratty attitude that I treated you with the other day. I promise to never throw you out of the house again. You always pretended not to see how I really felt about you. But I don't want you to do that anymore. I promise that I'll do my best to see that we get along. So please come back.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But I just apologized.
You hated me so much that you couldn't hold back from throwing me out of my own house, just days after your dad's funeral. And now you only want me to come back, because you're getting a taste of the real world, and you're realizing that it's not so easy on your own. I mean, have you put any thought into how you're going to go on like this?
But I apologized. I thought about what I did and realized just how much trouble I caused you over the years. Please, I'm sorry. What else can I say?
And I think that you're just saying that you're sorry. But the only real reason that you want me back is because you've realized how hard it is to do things on your own. So now you want the person that used to cook and clean for you to come back and do all that once again.
No. That's not true, I promise. I really do want to make up with you and try and be friends.
Well, that's the thing, Salim, I don't. I mean, come to think of it, I don't really have a single happy memory of interacting with you. I have worked so hard for so many years to try and get you to notice and appreciate me. But all you've done for the past 10 years is either ignore me or hurl abuse at me. You've only ever used my presence in this house for your own convenience. Even if you didn't realize it until just now. I really don't think I owe you the forgiveness you're looking for.
Please don't say that. Surely we can talk this out. Please. Mom. I'm begging you.
I thought you and I were nobody to each other. Anyways, I'll be expecting next month's rent soon. I'll send you my bank info soon, you can just make the payments through there. Okay, see you.
Wait. Please. It wasn't supposed to happen this way.
I apologize, I reflected on my actions. Please, come back to me. Salim repeatedly apologized, but it became evident that her underlying reasons were to avoid household chores and paying rent. Due to Salim's attitude, I reached out to Peter's older sister, who agreed to take Salim in and teach her some manners before college. After all, she raised 5 kids, 2 boys, 3 girls, who all are now exemplary adults. I had confidence in Peter's older sister's ability to teach Salim housekeeping, accounting, and manners. I'm taking care of their old empty house until the day Salim becomes independent and able to take care of herself. When that day comes, I plan to leave the house to her no strings attached and finally take my leave from her life. Although I don't wish to live with Salim again, as the daughter of the person I loved, I hope that she finds happiness in the future.
Hey, Ben. I messaged you because you neglected to send me money for this month.
Are you serious? Are you still attempting to freeload from me? Kiva, you're 25 now. You are employed. I am unable to continue providing you with an allowance.
Don't say that. You are my only remaining family. You are my only reliance. And you can't even support me?
Well.
Oh, I see how it is. You do not cherish your beloved younger sister. That's why you don't want to help me out.
That's not it. I'm being tough to make you more independent. I've been babying you too much. It's not easy for me either.
Yeah, whatever. And? Am I getting my allowance or what?
I'll send you $100 later.
Only 100? It's my birthday this month.
How does 200 sound?
I love you. I'm so glad you're my brother. Thanks.
It's the least I can do. I vowed to take care of you. When Mom and Dad died, I swore to them that I'd make you happy.
Ben, you're the best. That's how my brother should be.
I'm only doing my parts. You've given me the hope to live.
Oh, by the way, I need to tell you something.
What's up? Should I brace myself?
Actually, I'm getting married.
Oh, what? You? Getting married? You're only 25. It's too early.
Too early? Ben, I'm 25. I'm not a child anymore. And you're already 30, right? You really should be worrying about yourself.
This isn't about me. Kiva, are you serious? You're kidding, right?
No. Why would I lie about getting married? You're the first person I'm telling this to. And you're not even happy for me.
Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy for you. It's just... I just feel a little lonely. Like a father sending his daughter off.
Ben.
Sorry. Got a little emotional.
Anyways, so I'm getting married. You should feel honored to be the first to know.
I'm grateful for that, but... if you're seriously gonna get married, I need to meet the guy first.
What? Why?
It's only natural to introduce your fiancé to your parents since we have no parents. I'll take their place.
No. Don't worry about it. I don't want to put you through the trouble.
It's no trouble. These steps are important. I'll make you sure he's worthy of marrying you.
Fine, maybe. Just once I'll tell him.
Okay. Kiva, what the heck was that today?
What's wrong? How did you like my fiancé? He's so handsome and sweet.
Sweet? Yeah. He may be handsome, but he is not sweet.
What are you saying? He's the best anyone can wish for.
His looks may be good, but his attitude is crap.
Oh my God. What do you mean? Don't you put him down like that. What's wrong with his attitude anyways? He even opened up his schedule to meet you.
His first impression was fine, but he gradually changed his tone. How could he speak to his fiancé's brother like that? And he made fun of me for not going to college. I started working to take care of you, my sister.
Calm down, he was only being honest. Everyone goes to college nowadays. Being uneducated really is embarrassing, you know? That's why I didn't want you to meet. Don't get mad at me when I did what you asked for.
Hey, Kiva. All this time I've been working my butt off for you, and this is how you repay me?
Oh, come on. You act like I owe you for something. I don't recall anything of the sort.
I quit college after Mom and Dad died and started working so you could have a decent life. And you mock me for being uneducated? You think I had a choice?
Yeah. I never asked you to do that for me. It was your call, so don't put it out on me.
This coming from you, I can tolerate. But what nerve does that gym guy have to make fun of me? He hardly even knows me.
I don't think he's in the wrong, so if you're gonna continue to chastise me, I'm done here. Later. Ben, I'm having a wedding.
What? You mean with John?
Of course. Who else?
Really? I guess my words weren't enough.
Enough for what? Like I said, John is not to blame. Don't go judging him just for making fun of you.
Yeah, sure. You're so obsessed with him. Nothing I say is gonna help. You're the one that's gonna be stuck with him for the rest of your life. Do as you wish.
Not like I needed your approval anyways. Oh, and you're not invited to our wedding.
What? I'm not invited? Your brother?
That's irrelevant, John, and I came to an agreement. That our wedding is not for the uneducated. I don't want you to mess things up. Poor people, without their manners, can be a hazard.
Wow. You two mock me for not being educated, and now I'm shut out of the wedding for being poor?
Is there a problem? The wedding is for John, and we will decide who comes. Why invite someone you don't want to see?
Who do you think I am? I'm your only family. I took care of you all these years. How dare you not invite me to your wedding?
I don't see what's wrong. As I've been saying, I never asked for it. You were just being overprotective. You really were a nuisance sometimes. Be grateful I didn't ghost you.
Ghost? Me? Is that how you felt all this time?
I'll finally be able to leave you when I get married. So just thought I'd let you know. Thank you for all the obsessive love you gave me. It was really annoying all along, so I'm thinking of cutting ties with you.
Seriously?
Of course. I've got John with me now, so don't bother me anymore, okay?
Very well. As you wish.
I'll clue you in if something comes up, so don't you come contacting me, okay? Bye. Ben, what's up? It's been a while.
Yeah. What do you want?
Aren't you happy your dear little sister contacted you? I don't feel the enthusiasm. I was expecting you to burst out your love for me.
Yeah, I may have been like that before. But we're complete strangers now.
Yeah, you're right. Don't tell me you're still hurt from that.
I'm fine. So, what do you want?
John and I got married today. We're now officially husband and wife.
Okay. Good for you.
Is that all you have to say? Oh. Because we're strangers now and you're not coming to our wedding tomorrow.
Oh. Is it tomorrow? Completely slipped my mind.
What do you mean? Your dear little sister is getting married, and you forgot?
Sister? How many times must I tell you, we are complete strangers? I have no sister who is having her wedding tomorrow. You must really be bored to come contact me.
I went out of my way to let you know. And you wonder why John made fun of you?
Yeah, sure. I remember now. I used to have a sister that got married with an imbecile with no manners. Good thing I have nothing to do with her now.
What? Don't you speak badly of John. John is smart and elite. And his father is also a great man, an uneducated commenter like you wouldn't know. And I just joined their ranks today. So I'm in a different class from you now. It's only natural to cut ties.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good to me. I'm happy with cutting ties with you. Best not get involved with each other anymore.
You're being so lighthearted. How boring. I was expecting you to start crying again.
Sorry to let you down. You're not of interest to me anymore.
Okay, whatever. I'll at least send you pics and don't forget to send me wedding gift, okay? Later. Ben, I told you to send me a gift. When is it coming?
Why am I in any position to send you a gift? You're a complete stranger.
Stranger? We are ex-siblings.
Precisely. That means we are strangers.
What's wrong with you? Ruining my mood on my wedding day. Damn party pooper.
You done? I'm not bored enough to listen to a stranger ramble.
Enough with a stranger? You used to be so obsessed with me. Don't be so drastic. Is it that big of a deal that you weren't invited? Put yourself in my shoes of having to introduce an uneducated brother to my parents-in-law.
Your parents-in-law aren't coming either.
What do you mean? Everyone is scheduled to come.
Schedules, yes. But they had a change of plans.
What? How do you know?
Where's the point in that?
What? Why? They said they would come. Did you do something?
Well, I just recently found out that I'm acquainted with John's father.
You and his father? That can't be.
He's a client of mine when we met up for a meeting yesterday. We were talking about how both of us had relatives getting married the next day. And we eventually realized we were talking about the same people.
Hal must be kidding me. How can that be?
He was excited about seeing me at the wedding and I told him I wasn't invited. He asked me why. So I told him everything. About being mocked by Jim for my educational background. John's father got infuriated. He decided on the spot that he wasn't going to the wedding. I'm actually heading over now to have lunch with him.
Oh my God! Why are you two getting all close? If John found out that his father's not coming because of you, I'm in for it.
Well, it's not just your fault. John is as much to blame. So lighten up.
What do you mean lighting up? The wedding is today. You need to persuade John's father. Otherwise, he'll lose it.
Sorry, it's time to meet up. I'll go enjoy my meal. You go and enjoy your wedding. After that. Kiva persisted in messaging me after that, prompting me to ultimately ban her. Meanwhile, I was relishing a meal with the father of John. John was throwing a fit at his wedding, which resulted in him being disavowed by his parents. John and Kiva's matrimonial union began on a dismal note, already having talks of divorce.
Hey, loser.
What?
What are you up to right now?
I've got college today. Why? Something happened?
College? What a waste of money. Get your butt home. Now. You don't have the brains for that to be worth a dime. You aren't good for much at all. Come straight home. Have you made plans for dinner yet? Do you know what you're making?
Wait just a minute. I'm getting a transfer to a university. Have you forgotten?
You're nothing but an unemployed leech.
You're really going to talk that way about your own son? I know I didn't get into the program last time, but I'm studying to try again.
You can say what you want. I really don't care. You and your plans aren't interesting to me at all. You're the failure of this family. It would have been better if we never had you. We should have just had Louis and stopped there.
I know that Louis is your favorite. but I am someone who is researching and trying to make something for myself. And you know what? I don't care what you think of me anymore. I will live my life and it will be a good life. I have a plan for what I will do with my life. I know who I will be.
What? Who cares about that? I already know who you are. You are a loser who can do anything and will never achieve anything. That is your person. You can't do anything for this family.
Why can't you support me even a little bit? I am studying hard. I know I can be transferred to a good school. You know, Lewis is still just a senior. He has one more year before going to college. Why do you guys always put him first? Why should I take care of him? I am busy with school and research.
If you keep whining and complaining, I'll kick you out of that community college. I will make you give up.
What? I'm paying for everything myself. Why would you say such a thing? I work part-time to pay for all my classes and tutoring. It was bad that I failed the first time, but I tried my best. That's why I'm working so hard to get there during this time.
I don't know what you are trying to achieve, but it doesn't even matter at this point. You are the worst.
Is that how to be a mother?
You are the loser. I don't even want to consider you my child. I wish I only had Lewis. Your father feels exactly the same way as I do. You are wasting space. You don't deserve what your father paid to feed you. You will never achieve anything. Why don't you move out to live?
What? Is that really how you feel?
That's exactly how I feel. I want you to leave. Why do you even exist? I wish you were never born.
I don't even know what to say. I was shocked. I don't know a living parent who would say the same about their son. Do you really hate me that much?
I don't care enough about you to hate you. I've got Lewis. He was always such a good boy. He is very smart and he is always learning. You know the biggest difference between the two of you? He has a future. He will become someone I can be proud of. He will become a doctor, you just wait and see. He is my bright and shining star. And you are just something unimportant.
If that's really how you feel, then I'll move out as soon as I can. Can you wait for me to save enough money to have a place of my own? It won't take long for me to find an inn. It will only take a few months.
Not a chance.
Really?
I have packed your bag for you. If you don't come pick it up, I'll take it to the trash. I cleaned your room. I'm turning it into a study for Lewis.
What are you saying? He had a room is not enough?
I think it would be better to study somewhere else. It helps him focus on his studies. When you leave, he will be able to really focus on his studies. So I want you to come pick up your things and leave today, okay?
This is really the worst thing that is happening to me. And you've done a lot of terrible things to me in the past. But this tops the list. I could never have imagined you doing this to me. I am so disappointed in you. Why do I have a mother like you? I'll come get my stuff.
I don't want to see your face, so we're going out to dinner tonight. Just take your things and leave. Don't stay there when we come back. What are you doing? Where are you these days?
Huh? Mother? Is that you?
It's been years since I've heard from you, you ungrateful child.
Huh? What are you talking about? You kicked me out. What do you want now?
Did you have a good job?
But what does that have to do with you?
If you already have a job, should you send some money home to your parents? It's the right thing to do. Where's the money? You didn't send anything.
What? What are you talking about? You kicked me out of the house. You also haven't contacted me since. And now you are asking me to give you money. Don't talk to me again.
I have never bothered you about it before because a stupid person like you will never make much money. But you need to give us what you can right now.
Why are you asking me for money all of a sudden like this? And honestly, why should I send it to you? You never showed me a little grace. I don't really feel like I owe you.
How dare you talk to your mother like that? What happened to you? Are you really a loser? Your little brother is working hard to become a doctor, and you, what have you done to yourself? You are not good for anything else, so at least send some money our way.
I'm a doctor, Mom.
Huh?
Want to know what I did to myself? I have become a doctor. You always tell me that I will never achieve anything, how useless I am. At least that gave me the strength to work hard. I was able to make a good living on my own. And I did it completely without your help.
What are you talking about? Are you a doctor now?
You never cared about me, even when I was a child. You never noticed me, you never asked me about my hopes or dreams. I'm sure there's a lot you don't know about me. I'm studying to get into medical school. I also always wanted to be a doctor.
What?
I know I told you all about it. I have my dreams and I know I talked about them. But you never did anything but look down your nose or laugh at me. You told me you were planning on going to med school. You kicked me out of the house when I didn't get into school on the first try. I spent a really hard year studying, working, paying for everything all by myself and living on my own. But it was all worth it. For every hardship I had to deal with, I've become stronger, and life has only gotten better and better for me.
You really are a doctor now?
No. I'm still an intern, but that's just part of it. I finished school, I'm a doctor, and I'm happy.
I can't believe this.
Anyway, what about Louis? How is he? Huh? Was he able to go straight into med school? He ought to be graduating soon, shouldn't he? If he's 2 years behind me, that ought to be about right. Will he graduate this year? Then he would start his internships in the fall or summer even?
Not yet.
Oh? He hasn't graduated yet? What's up with that? What year is he now?
I told you not yet.
What do you mean, not yet?
He hasn't gotten into med school yet. It's expensive paying for him to not work and to have tutors all the time. I was thinking it would be helpful if you could send a little money to help pay for him. That's why I contacted you.
He isn't done with university yet? What's going on? How many years has that been going on?
You know Louis, he's the delicate young man. He isn't like you, he needs a gentle hand. This year he just didn't feel ready for them cats. But I'm sure next year he will be ready to take them. So he isn't working, he's just going to university? That's what you need the money for? Well, he quit university after his first year.
What?
I think he prefers to study at home in his room. He's just always buying things off the internet. He's racked up some pretty serious credit card debt at this point. That's why I want you to send some money. It'll help out.
Things? What kind of things is he buying? And what does that have to do with studying?
You can't just study all the time, that isn't how life works. It's important to take a break and have some fun now and then too, you know.
Let me be blunt about this. He sits on the net and just buys things all day long. Things that are not related to learning. And all these years, he didn't get a job or work even for a day, did he? Is he just sitting in his room in front of his computer?
He is studying.
Whatever you say, I won't pay for it. You can forget about it.
Why not? You said you were a doctor, right? I can't believe you have become a doctor. Who can think that? You can already do what you want, so pay. It's your turn to help Louis. Send some money to Louis.
Serious? Are you joking? The only reason I can become a doctor is because I love it. I did it all by myself. Why should I pay the very people who kick me out so they can pay the bills of a bum who has no intention of going to school or becoming anything, let alone a doctor?
That's not something you have to worry about. Life was hard for poor Louis.
Louis and you have looked down on me. You kicked me out of the house to reserve a special room for him, and for what? Tell me, is it worth it?
I don't have to sit here and listen to this. I am your mother. Don't you think you owe it to your parents?
I don't feel I owe you. Besides, I don't want to hear from you anymore.
What are you saying?
You haven't said a word to me in years. You never tested me to see if I was okay. You never care at all.
You have become a doctor you can afford to help.
You have treated me like shit all my life. You never helped me even half as much as Louis. You have never been fair to me. Honestly, you are the one who owes me. I should have taken you to court for that.
Take me to court?
You practically abandoned me when I was little. From the moment Louis was born, you gave him all your love, time, and even money. You gave me nothing. And when I really needed help, when I was the poorest, you kicked me out of the house. Don't you think it's a bit ridiculous that you're here asking for money from me now? After everything you've done to me?
We have no money right now. That's why I'm contacting you, Chad.
Oh, so you remember my name. I don't know when was the last time you used it. This may sound bad, but I don't want to hear from you anymore. Never call me. Never text me.
Why not?
You forgot I existed. I have also left the past behind. I will block you. He doesn't want you to try to contact me anymore.
You're lying, aren't you? You're not going to throw away your mother, are you?
Who dropped him first? Good luck with the perfect life you've always dreamed of. Enjoy your life away. Don't try to contact me anymore.
Layla tried to contact her son several times. She tried to contact Chad via email, text, even social media. He blocked her contact and never returned any of her messages. Louis continued on the same old path. He never tried to take them cats. He spends all his time locking himself in his room. He doesn't study much, but he still does a lot of shopping. His parents are still trying to pay for everything he buys. Chad completed his internship and started working at a large hospital. He loves his job and has a great life. He met a wonderful woman, and they married not long after. They start a family and are very happy. He's living the life he's always dreamed of.